Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Thursday morning, and ain't God good? And won't He do it? Oh, yes, He will. Oh, yes, He will. I know my listener probably saying, Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You say the same thing every morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, it's Thursday morning, right? It's Thankful Thursday, right? It's Triumphant Thursday. It's traveling Thursday. When I said traveling, you know what I'm saying? But it's still domestic violence. That's the topic. But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all those beautiful apps. Look for the animated black man with a white beard smiling and profiling and finally realizing, y'all trying to sign me up. Doo-doo-doo. Man, look, domestic violence, right? Something that when you look back, when you go through it and you come out of it, right? You feel like, man, I made it over. I'm gonna tell you about a partner of mine, right? He was getting abused by his wife, and they went to therapy and everything, and they are still together. No more this being beat up, no more this verbal abuse, no more this physical abuse. You know what I'm saying? They bridge those gaps. Communication rules the nation. I can guarantee you that. But when he was going through, we said I didn't talk about who he was going through. He said, Craft, man. When I was going through that crap, man, I thought I married a dream, and my dream turned into a nightmare. And I asked him, man, how did you get to that point, man, when she started beating on you? I said, Craft, man. I said, I really can't explain it. We was high school sweethearts, and we got married. Also, man, one thing started leading to the other, man. She started just hitting on me. Have conversations, have disagreements. She started punching me, and he said, "It's my fault by me being the man that I never stopped and said, hey, stop." You know, and it just got worse because I didn't want to hurt her because I know if I put hands on the crap, I know I probably would did some damage, crap. I said, man, I understand, but it took you so long to get out of that. I could see in your face, crap. I know you knew something was going on. I said, yeah, I knew something was going on, but I didn't know. Because when I saw y'all together, it's like y'all was madly in love. And sometimes if you don't really know, you can miss those signs. He said, Craft, man, yeah, you can, Craft. You can't miss those signs because I put on a good act. On the outside and inside, I was damaged goods, man. But when you did find out, you helped me to see the light, and we got some help because I didn't want to leave my wife, because she needed help, and now we're good. So I asked him, I said, man, I gotta ask you, man. He said, Craft, man, what is it? But before I tell you what I asked him, no matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing: it's going to be okay. As long as you make God a part of your life, that's a what if guarantee. I can guarantee you that. So I said, yeah, I ain't gonna call my partner's name. I said, man, tell me, can I ask you the question? Yeah, go ahead and ask the question. I said, if she was to hit on you again, what would you do? Well, Craft, to be honest, I don't think she'd hit on me again. Because I wouldn't hit her back. I would just leave her and I'll be gone. Because if I hit her back, Craft, well, I'll probably implode and I'll probably do damage. You come to see me again, you feel like, what up, Craft? What y'all want to? These bars? They ain't from Mars. No, but I said, I understand. So, like I said, man, he said, Craft, man, every night we pray. Every night before we go to bed, we communicate. I know what upsets her. She knows what upsets me, and we don't push those buttons. So, like I said, therapy is good. I know a lot of black people don't believe in therapy, but it's good. It works. It works to sit there and have somebody to mediate your problems. And I can't thank you more, man, than what you did for me. Because when you found out that I was being abused, you you helped me. You stood there strongly behind me, man. Not to leave my wife and not to hurt my wife. Because sometimes people add gas to the fire. You didn't do that. You didn't judge me. You just say, hey, man, whatever you need, I'm here for you. You can call me any time of the night. I'm here for you. If I don't pick up, please keep calling until I pick up. You know, and you've been a man of your word. So look, people. All I'm saying is this right here. When you find out certain things are going on with your loved one or somebody you know, or even somebody that you don't know, sometimes people can't raise their hand. Sometimes people are afraid to say, hey, I need help. But it's up to you to be that help, you know, and let God work through you. You know what I'm saying? Let God give you the sign when to step in, when to call somebody else to deal with this. So, like I said, people, domestic violence is real. And like I said, I think one of the worst things than being physically abused is to be mentally abused, because wherever you go, you're taking that abuse with you. And you see it in your face. It's just weighing you down. And I look at my partner today, man, he looks good. That burden, or that bear, I'm saying that bear has been lifted. That bear's not chasing no more. So with God in his life, with God in their lives, things are better. So hope you enjoyed the show today. Like I said, there's hope for everybody. Move that hope. Move that hope. Let's move that hope. Like I said, and God will work it out. Just go to him. You know what I'm saying? And if you're having a problem, go to him. Looking at the other way, looking at her, looking at him. Not today. Not today. But like I said, I thank God my partner got through that. Him and his wife, they are at peace. And that's his story to tell, not mine. I don't do name dropping. So, like I said, he wants you to know, he'll tell you. And like I said, I'm pretty sure everybody knows somebody that's getting abused. If you're not getting abused yourself, so if you are getting abused yourself, let somebody know. Seek help. Don't be afraid. If people judge you, they're gonna judge you whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. So just be safe, so you can live your life out in peace, because peace is priceless. So with that being said, this is Lee Craft. This is my podcast. What if? If you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people. If you want to have a real conversation, have a blessed day. And please find time and make time to tell God.